Hi there, this is Business with Dave. In this video, I'll be telling you things I've learned in business and hopefully another 3 points which I am hoping to share with you so then you don't make the same mistakes, or you can learn from my mistakes and learn from my experience, then that will hopefully be good. But before I jump into this video, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel. You guys are all awesome, like always, and if you haven't already, do subscribe at the end of this video. It'll be much appreciated. But yeah, let's jump straight into this video. So my first point is to improve upon an existing idea. If you're starting off a business and you're not quite sure what to choose, do find an idea that you quite like and see the areas where can be improved. See if there's a weakness that someone else is not utilizing or not doing, and see if you can carve out a niche or carve out a potential business from it and just improve upon that idea. Literally the simplest thing is finding maybe better ingredients, find better materials, creating an inferior product, and just market it a slightly different way, or just a different experience for customers. So many different angles you could be going with this, but don't be stuck with just carbon copying someone else's idea, because if you're a new business and they're already established business, they wouldn't want to come to you if they could already get the same thing from the main competitor. So do think of something different, do stand out in your own way and add your own twist to an idea, and seeing if you can improve upon an idea is such a great way to pursue something that is already quite in demand potentially. And again, you're not reinventing the wheel, you're actually improving upon the wheel. And so many amazing ideas out there on the internet. You could be reading on blogs, literally you going to markets or you going to check out the high street and seeing different businesses, you experiencing what it's like for a customer. And if you can find need, you're already on your path to creating a new business that will hopefully generate you income and get customers happy because they're willing to buy from you because it's meeting a need as well. My second point is to build upon an existing demand. So this is where you are not the first mover, which is when you enter a new market and you're the first person to create something. You're actually the second mover, which I think is so important, which I think I've explained in my other past videos. If you're the second mover, you are already there. You are creating something, again, slightly better than your competitors, and that you could see and analyze your competitors and see what you can do better. So you being able to meet existing demand and you building upon existing demand and maybe creating more demand, and if that's your goal and in order to get more sales, then that should be your focus. Don't focus on your existing sort of customer base. Yes, as long as your product is still 8, 9 out of 10, your existing customers will be happy, and if you improve your service, that's great. But improving upon that demand will require you to be a bit more creative in a sense and forward thinking, and hopefully create something that customers didn't realize that they wanted yet. That will be the hardest part. But again, look online, see what other people are doing. Maybe different industries are doing something different that you could apply to your business, that you could apply different systems or planning and just different ideas. So there's never a short of ideas. It's just seeing you creating demand for potential customers, and demand is being met, and you yourself have a business and that you are building upon that. And obviously that will require you to do more research, again, planning and organizing, but you turning in potential sales into sort of future sales and future long-term sales and repeat business, that should be your goal, because ultimately, again, your business will be able to survive and weather any kind of storm as long as you've got repeat customers, a loyal customer base, and it's because of that demand that is high for what you're catering to and what you're serving. That's the thing that will stand out for your business. And in whatever industry, literally whatever industry, and there is demand, there is ways to improve upon. Until you get to that level that you're satisfied, then you probably don't need to do too much, but obviously you still need to be aware of other people and if they're going to jump into your market and all that kind of stuff. But do focus on making sure you're prepared and making sure that demand is being met, and at the end of it, you'll have a successful business still standing. And my third and final point is to learn from other people's mistakes or failings and take upon their learning lessons and apply it to your business, and then you don't make mistakes for yourself. Because literally, for me and my business, yes, if you're not making mistakes firsthand, you're not actually learning from it. But if you can see or if you hear other people's sorts of mistakes and you could just be aware of it yourself, then that will at least halfway avoid that mistake for you and your business. You learning from other people, you having someone sort of in the same industry or what you're doing that is similar to them, and they're learning from their experience and they're telling you what you could potentially incur as well. If you could avoid it, then that would be better, because you're saving money and you're not wasting time. So do learn from other people's experience, because ultimately if they've already experienced it, you might experience it for yourself. And if you could better yourself in that sense, then you will avoid that mistake and just stay away from it. And then you can build upon that mistake and maybe learn from it and keep that in mind, because ultimately if it's the same industry, if it's the same business, they will incur the same sort of mistakes, circumstances, and if you could avoid it, great. If you could change it up, even better. And customers will be able to benefit from that as much as you will benefit from their business. And in many ways, people talking about their mistakes is their way of being able to help other people. So do benefit from their insight, because a lot of the times people don't talk about their mistakes. People don't talk about their failings and how they've been bankrupt, or they have like a couple of businesses that have failed and then they eventually found their one business that have been making multi-million pounds. No one's going to be talking about the little paper stand that they've made mistakes from. Literally, you don't hear mistakes. You don't really hear from people's failings. But if you do hear from it and you do take upon it, you will understand how these people have become successful. They've become successful because they've been failing, and that they've learned from their mistakes, and that they found something new, and that they're moving upon their next journey of their business career. Because ultimately, businesses fail because of so many different factors, but mostly plan organizing and just not enough research being done. But once you learn those mistakes, you can't unlearn them. You'll prepare your business with whatever is coming in the future, and you'll understand different circumstances better. And I think that's so important, because till you live it yourself, you won't know what's going to hit you. But if you have people more experienced around you or have been through the same thing, you can sort of anticipate that that stuff might happen to you, and if they've dealt with it in their way, maybe you could deal with it the same way they're doing it, or you could figure out a way of you being able to do it, which is also so important. So do take it all in, learn from other people, learn from different podcasts and education systems and so much stuff going on. Take fun from it, and hopefully that learning can be progression for you and your business career. That's all for this video, guys. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, like this video and consider subscribing to the channel. Love to see those subscribers go up like always, and hopefully you found these 3 points useful. Again, I might be repeating myself a bit more, and they're sort of similar subjects in that sense, but I do want to reiterate that these are the stuff that you will be learning if you start your own business. And I think that's so important, because me sharing my mistakes, me sharing my experience, is you being prepared for hopefully you experiencing it yourself, and maybe you avoiding what I've avoided as well. But yeah, I've been Business with Dave, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.